I need a beer.
Guys, get some of these
Yeah.
real American beers out there, but we'll crack one open.
I haven't thrown it away. I got it.
Yeah, it's this memento now.
Sure.
So we'll crack open a cold one here and toast to Hulkamania and the Hulkster over here. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's dive in there. We got the JOOSE Blue Lemonade. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
There, get that. Make some room.
Yep. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back.
Coming up on this edition of Bumming with Bobcat, we crack open a few cold ones as we pay tribute to the Hulkster. And then the juice is loose as we try out the JOOSE Blue Lemonade. Tune in and subscribe.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bobcat on the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel and on all your favorite podcast apps. So do us a solid and smash that subscribe button. Tell your friends. The best of the worst in cheap booze is right here. The bottom shelf. Bum wines, beers, 40s, malt liquor, all the stuff you grew up on. We cover here each and every week on the podcast. Now over the 8,000 subscriber mark on YouTube as we are creeping our way into 9K, 10K. The sky's the limit here. And with viewers like you out there, doesn't cost you a penny to smash that subscribe button and just help spread the word about the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. So do us a solid, help us out there, hit the streets, get the street team out there, tell them that we have all the good, cheap booze, all the good stuff here. You want, little remnants left over of the Bumwine Bob, the 40-ounce birthday bash. Now, a couple weeks in the books as we have recovered. We are back here with an all-new edition of Bumming with Bobcat. And speaking of 40 ounces, let's bring in the 40-ounce killer himself. Roadhouse is here. Roadhouse, man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't say I'm the 40-ounce killer until I accomplish it all in one go. It was a great experience, and I loved it. And glad we survived it. And happy 40th to you.
Thank you. Yeah, cheers. I had a yes, cheers to that. Yes, and thank you to everybody out there, both virtually and in person, who helped me celebrate the big 4-0 here after the big 40-ounce birthday bash here, and our wide variety of cast of characters that joined us for the live podcast we did there, where Roadhouse has we talked about it briefly last time, probably a 40-ounce chug redemption will be coming one of these days soon enough. I know he's chomping at the bit over there to get the redemption, to get that 40-ounce chug down in one flow. One chug out there. But we did make it through a couple 40s. As I said, I showed them off there and the high life, and I made a comment saying that, hey, I didn't feel too bad after, there you go, the Natty Ice that Roadhouse had there in the Old English.
My Old English.
Right there. Two of the classics there. And I made a comment saying that, I didn't feel too bad the next day after, the 240s and a couple beers. Wasn't too bad. And I said it was probably because they didn't have any high gravity 40s. And now the problem was I made the mistake for when I had my party at my house here with some friends. You have to dive into some 40s for, your 40th. And so I did a 40 of Bud Ice, and then I did a 40 of Steel Reserve.
Okay.
Now, Now that, along with quite a few real American beers,
right,
that were going down smooth. That night was a little rough. I might have ended up throwing up that evening, but luckily, and I found this out many times now, throwing up the night before is always a lot better than waiting until the next day, which I've seen recently when I've had those experiences. If it's either after we've recorded something or I've had some sort of gathering that I've been to, and
right,
when you know you have to get that out, you're better off doing it the night before and not trying to go to sleep and sleeping on it and then having that hangover the next day, because I didn't feel as I had a little bit of a hangover, but not terrible. It was not.
sure.
I was still functioning and moving around. I think because I did throw up the night before,
And
got
we train
everything out.
hard.
Yes. We train for stuff like this for the
Yeah,
special occasions. It's not a daily occurrence. If we did, then there might be some some issues going
right.
on. But for the special occasions, uh, we train for that stuff there. And every once in a while, you throw in a monkey wrench, a couple
Mhm.
40s, some beers. You never know what might take you over
Right.
that edge.
And it's always risky to mix and match.
Yeah, and especially the high gravity. Once you hit that 8%,
Yeah.
anything over an 8% in a 40, after you've already been drinking.
And you didn't sneak in any fortified wines or anything?
Did not
Okay.
go. Everything was just either beers or malt liquor.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah, did not go into any Four Locos. Did not go into any fortified wines. No Night Train. No MD 2020 or Thunderbird. Nothing like that for once.
Yeah.
I did end up after the fact with a nice fridge full of Four Locos and Tall
Yeah.
Boys and 40s that my friends were nice enough to bring, come bearing gifts, which was a whole bunch of cheap booze, which is always
Right.
welcome. So now I don't have to make any trips to the liquor store for the time being, at
Right.
least. That I got a fridge full of some good stuff there. So, but yeah, it's always an adventure, always fun. But we did it. We crossed over. We got through the 40-ounce bash, the 40-ounce hump here, and now we move along.
Yeah, definitely. So you got, the next 10 years to look forward to and try to catch up to me.
For the 50-ounce bash.
Oh,
And we'll see. Now, I was going to say, if they brought back the big 64 ouncers,
I know it.
now that would be the one.
I'm only 10 years away from celebrating.
I was gonna say, if we get to that point where it's to celebrate 64 and they brought back, if you haven't seen that out there, people, the
It's
old school
fantastic.
64-ounce bottles, and then they have the little like handle on the top to hold those things.
Big mouth handle. Some
Yeah,
of them small mouth, but yes, they were a good pass around.
Yeah,
or keep it to yourself.
I was gonna say, pass it around, or
they
no
were
sharing here.
I can remember the very first time seeing that in the store and buying it instantly on the spot. Like, no way. Because we had those, and they're still around, the Heineken kegs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those were still there, but they always had a funky taste to them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Heineken was good, but then to see that 64 ouncer sitting in the cooler was just mind blowing. And it's like, yeah, tonight's going to be a good night.
I was gonna say, especially for whatever the price was that they're charging for that, which I'm sure
I'm
wasn't more than.
I'm sure it's cheaper
Not more
than
than
you can
like
buy
I was gonna say not more than probably $4, $5
not
bucks.
even
At
that.
yeah, not even that.
No.
We see now that the prices of 40s have gone up quite a bit these days. When you're looking between like $3-4 for a 40 ounce now, and it's like, come on, you would like to be in that like $2.50, $3 range for it. But we know what we got to do when you want the aura, that goes with the 40 ounce over here.
Absolutely.
So you do what you got to do out there, and that's what we always do here. Is just we keep moving along, and sadly we had, since the last time we recorded, we had some bad news, and we had some sad occurrences happen. And as everybody should probably know, that over the past year, Roadhouse and myself, we were out there searching for the real American beer, and we were so excited to get our hands on this. And then a couple months ago, Roadhouse in his travels came across the real American beer, and then right before the 4th of July, we finally got to crack them open. Roadhouse sent some over here. We finally got to all the hype was built up, and we got to try out the real American beer for the first time. And as I said, I think we were both happy with it.
Sure.
And people always say that it's a non-offensive light beer, is what I'd like to tell people. And I had them when I had people over a couple weeks ago, and most people were like, yeah, it's not bad. It's a cheap light beer. That's the taste you're getting from it. And then I touched on it briefly that in my travels, when I crossed over the state lines into New York a few weeks ago, I went into a store, found some 12 packs, found a tall boy can over there, and picked that up. And our friends at Real American Beer were so happy that they saw the dedication that we were putting in with this, that they were nice enough to send over a nice little care package for me here with the Real American Beer hat, the Real American shirt. They got a couple koozies.
Oh, wow.
Here. There is a bandana in here.
Nice.
Got that. And then a bumper sticker, a 2020 back.
Yes.
Bumper. We could put this right next to your Four Loko bumper sticker on one side of the car, and you have your Real American Beer bumper sticker on the other side of the car. So they sent it over, and I appreciate that. Whoever's doing the social media for those guys is great. So so thank you. I appreciate that. I told them right at that point, and I said, "Hey, I appreciate the stuff. Thank you for the goods." And I was like, "When are we getting the Real American Beer out to more people?" And he's like, "Just hold on," because I said, "When's it coming to New Jersey?" And he's like, soon. And then within 2 days, I put out the post saying, okay, it's in New Jersey now. Now, I haven't gone out. I haven't seen it in person yet. But I know before SummerSlam, I know Jay Uso was at one of the liquor stores right by MetLife Stadium in New Jersey doing a promotion. And they had the big, display of the beer. So the beer is here in the state of New Jersey. I just haven't gone out to look for it yet because I stocked up when I was out a few weeks back, and now that I have the fridge full of beers, I haven't had the need to go out and buy anything yet. So it's just nice now knowing that, okay, it is more readily available, at least for me. Roadhouse is still over there patiently waiting for the state of Kentucky to.
And I don't expect to see it anytime soon in where I live at. But if I travel back to Louisville,
the big city,
there's a good chance I might find it there by then.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be coming out in more states soon. And so we were all amped up. We got this stuff. We got the Real American Beer. It's making its way all around. And then a couple days later, the news comes out that Hulk Hogan has passed away, and we talked about it briefly during the Real American Beer when we were reviewing it, that there have been a lot of questions about his health and things like that, because nobody had seen him for a while. He had surgeries, and nobody really knew what was going on, but people out there kept saying, like Jimmy Hart was saying, okay, he's okay. I talked to him. Eric Bischoff says, okay, he's doing all right. He's just recovering. And then, shockingly, we get the news that that the Hulkster, passed away, like 2 days after, they the Real American Beer said, okay, it's coming to New Jersey. We're all amped up. And then, you get that gut punch of the news that the Hulkster was no longer with us here, and regardless of what you think of the controversy of the man himself and his views and everything like that, you can't deny the impact that the character had on people and professional wrestling throughout the 80s and the 90s. And I know you grew up with the Real American Hulk Hogan, during your youth over there.
And that, with you saying that, and I'm sitting here thinking how many generations he affected, had an impact on, not just mine, but yours and the next generation after that. He is an American icon, and it hurt pretty bad. And we discussed behind the scenes, through text and whatnot. I would find something, you would find something. We were kind of trying to do our own investigation, what's true between the gossip that we were hearing. And it was shocking. It bothered me. I mean, Ozzy passed, that bothered me, but he wasn't as big an impact on my life as Hogan was, as wrestling is to me. And that one really hurt. And that's where we are.
Yeah, it was definitely a shocking thing when it came out there, and we were texting back and forth about it, and just everything out of nowhere with it, and knowing that, at least said how many people he affected through your growing up, me growing up, you growing up during the prime Hogan. I caught on to it later, and went back and watched all the older stuff, but I grew up during more of the Hollywood Hogan, the NWO era of that, which then transformed everything, transformed the whole character. And as I said, that lit like that spark within wrestling at the time when things had gone stale. And then even in the early 2000s, when he then came back to WWE and kind of had that run, the nostalgia run, and came back, then brought back the red and yellow, and then for years just kind of became that, that side attraction, not an everyday character, but would pop up every now and then, and people, would always love to see him come out there, do the usual thing, just the posing, doing everything, all that stuff there, just beat somebody up really quick, big boot, leg drop.
Yeah, it's as predictable as his routine was still exciting. And to watch him be able to become a baby face and then into the Attitude Era when he became a heel, he was the only wrestler I know that could really be a heel and a baby at the same time.
Right.
And it was just every time he brought his character back, it came back bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and kind of refreshing it. Yeah, refreshing it in a way, and just kind of trying to update it to a certain extent. But you always still had the the old stalwarts still there, the classics. You were getting the Hulk up, the punches, the big boot, the leg drop, and then send everybody home happy, doing the pose, everything. So you knew what you were getting, and people loved it. There's still no denying.
He knew how to work the crowd. He knew how to bring the crowd into the match. Made you feel like you were part of his success. He drew his energy off the crowd, and the crowd would just erupt, and then he would just, get that third and fourth win to him.
Yeah.
Not even second. He was way past
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Be taking the beat down the whole match, and then coming back and going through, and hey, and then going to, and the crowd would erupt. Especially during the heyday of Hulkamania in the 80s.
Yeah,
you see that stuff there, and you knew it was coming, and you could say it was predictable, but the fans loved it, and they ate it up. So it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's why for years and years you got the same thing over and over again, until the crowd started getting a little tired of it, and then it was okay. Maybe it's time we, shift along to something else. But you can't deny that. So it was sad to hear that news and everything that's come out over the last few weeks. So I think what we'll do, we'll crack open a cold one to. And while Roadhouse sadly couldn't get his hands on, see, that's why we kind of get these out to Kentucky guys, get some of these real American beers out there. But we'll crack one open.
I haven't thrown it away. I got it.
Yeah, it's this memento now.
Sure.
So we'll crack open a cold one here, and toast to Hulkamania. And the Hulkster over here.
Yes.
So, all right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. And I had a weird dream the other night. I guess kind of related to this Hulk Hogan death. And I guess a few days ago, I guess they had the funeral, and there were some pictures that came out about it, and saying, okay, who was there? Vince was there, Kid Rock was there, Triple H, Stephanie, all them, and a bunch of Big Show, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, all these guys are there. So I had a dream the other night somehow that I got invited to I guess the after party, or I got invited to this after party for the funeral. And I walk in the door, and as soon as I walk in, the first person I see is Bob Saget is there. And at the time, I was like, why is this happening here? And I realized the one guy who does the OVP podcast, Joe Murata, he posted a picture on Twitter the other day of Hulk Hogan and Bob Saget together. And wow. I think I saw that. I must have seen that right before I went to bed. And that was the last thing in my mind, that when I walked in the door, that Bob Saget was there, and then Dave Coulier was there as well, and then I walked over, and Hulk himself was sitting at this table, and I went over to him and I thanked him, and I think maybe that was playing into the hoping that when these beers finally came out by us, that Hulk was doing all these tours. And visiting the States where you could do the meet and greets and stuff, and saying, okay, maybe you would meet him in the process. So I thanked him there, and then coming in was this guy that was bringing in pallets of real American beer. He had 24 packs, he had 30 packs, he had 12 packs, 6-packs of all this beer, bringing him into this room. We were all in, which was kind of set up as just a buffet style food thing. And I think it was Cody Rhodes comes in, and this must have been because of the whole thing the other night where, if you saw that on SmackDown when Cody Rhodes and John Cena had a Real American beer and toasted before their match at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
And Cody comes in, and then I'm in there, and I see these cases of beer that they're just giving out to people. And I remember I grabbed like 2 24-packs, and I'm like walking out, like trying to think, okay, how many of these can I take with me to go and leave? So the search for beer never ends around here, as you know, if it's in dream form or in person. We are always out there searching for this stuff here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know, and I don't even think I was drinking at all that night, so I can't even blame it on.
Sure.
I don't think I had anything, because sometimes you drink and you have some weird ass dreams, but I'm like, this one was completely sober. So
yeah. If I eat before bed, I'll dream crazy. And the last crazy dream I had is funny that, I had a crazy dream that Ted DiBiase and I were at Waffle House and they were out of eggs. We're like, how do you run out of eggs at Waffle House?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I guess I'll get a burger. I never had a burger at Waffle House.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just get the waffles and let's just get out of here. And that was, it was just as silly as that. Ted DiBiase of all things.
Mm-hmm.
I should have asked him if he was going to pay.
Yeah, I hope he covers the bill. I mean, the man can spare some money towards a burger.
Probably mailed the bill to Virgil.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Maybe if you went to Olive Garden, then Virgil would have paid for get the meat sauce over there.
They were so bad to that guy. They're still not even good to him.
Yeah, I know. The guy's dead now, and he's still not. You can't win. You can't win around here. You never know what you're gonna get. But we do. We do have something else we're going to crack open here today, because summer is winding down fast. Surprisingly, sadly.
Just blink of an eye.
I know. It just seems like yesterday we were saying, oh, man, we're kicking off summer. We're great here for 4th of July. Even before we did the Battle of the Booze in the springtime.
Yeah.
And that's always like, okay, the unofficial kickoff that, okay, it's springtime. Here we go. Ready to go. The next thing I said, we're here. We're before 4th of July. Like, okay, Real American beer. You're going to have your Real American summer and everything. Yes. And then next thing you know, okay, it's almost the middle of August already. Like, shit. Here goes summer.
Yep.
And we had one thing that we've been sitting on for a little bit that we wanted to crack open before the summer ended over here. And Roadhouse is another one that he's been chomping at the bit, that luckily he showed some self-restraint for this one, because he powered through the other 10 cans.
Yeah.
He had.
Well, we were able to feature the stack.
Yeah, we did the stack. We did the I think it was the mango. We did the mango juice. But there was
a couple to some people that I just wanted them to experience.
Yeah, he was spreading the good word of the Juice brand to the people that might have not had it before or seen it before, because as with Real American beer, it's not readily available in every market out there. You can go out to most stores, you can get a Four Loko, no issue. But the Juice is a lot harder to come by. But there was one flavor that piqued Roadhouse's interest over there, and his curiosity, that he wanted to sit on and wait, and that is the Blue Lemonade juice.
This was the first one I wanted to open when I got that package in the mail. My expectations of this is so high. Only because none of their flavors disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm dumbfounded why this isn't nationwide.
Right.
Hands down, better than Four Loko.
Yeah, with an overall taste. Yeah, taste and everything. It tastes a lot cleaner.
Yes.
If that makes sense to people. Now, I mean, I'm sure if you put the ingredients side by side, I'm sure they're probably pretty close. But whatever they usually do with the juice, somehow, like, is it filtered? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. Like they wring it out a few times, but it's still at that 14%. So it's not like you're not sacrificing.
In the refrigerator.
Yeah,
you got in there and been kicked around and moved around so much.
Yeah. So big dent in the top there. So so this one Roadhouse had his eye on for quite a few months now. Now we were trying to get our good buddy Adrian from Juice here to join us for this one, but he's a very busy man when it comes to the marketing of the Juice brand, so he could not make it here for us there because we wanted to do a Juice June feature and then a Juice July feature. And now we've hit August, and we wouldn't be able to do it until January at this point if you want to have a Juice January, which we still can, but not with this one. So we can always do another feature come January for Juice January to kind of warm us up in the winter months there. So let's dive in. Let's crank this bad boy open. See what we get with the JOOSE Blue Lemonade. Now, I did have this once a few years back, but I do not remember what it was. But it's got a nice smell to it there.
Oh wow, that's so good.
All right, let's dive in there. We got the JOOSE Blue Lemonade. Cheers.
Cheers.
Barry, get that. Make some room.
Yep. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
I'm going back.
going for more.
You never know they're 14%.
No, definitely not this. Like you said, the Four Loko has that distinct taste to it that most of the flavors you can tell. Okay, I'm drinking a 12% or a 13.9% malt beverage. Now, these you can taste it a little bit, but not at that 14%.
Not level. You can tell it's got booze in it, but it's not like it's pleasant. The aftertaste is pleasant. It's
and it's not the fake tasting like those Seagrams spiked, the WWE ones.
It's such a deal killer for me.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, it's 10%. Yes, it's 10%, but the taste of it isn't there. It's like, sure, you can drink this, you'll get a buzz off of it, but you're not enjoying the taste of it.
You're force feeding.
Yeah.
Yep. So
definitely the good combo of the lemonade and the blue.
From what I can see on the edge of the can, it is blue.
Yeah, so let's brought along a little extra beer. Brought along some official JOOSE glassware.
Yeah.
I'm sure Efren would be proud knowing how much glassware I have down here. So,
I'm just as bad. I was looking around.
Yeah. Where's the stuff here? So let's see. Let's see what we get here. Oh yeah, look at that.
That is awesome. Oh wow. Start summer over.
Yeah, see? Getting to reboot it right here. See?
Reboot.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh, so much. Golly, so much better over ice.
Yeah, that is. And with the juice, I know they love to say to do this. Take it out, put it in a glass with some ice, let it breathe a little bit.
And they say 1 can's good for 4 or 5 drinks.
Yeah, I mean, just filled up, this glass here and having a few sips. I mean, there's still a decent amount in this can.
Sure.
So if you are looking to share it with some
friends, with the ABV of 14% and how good it tastes over ice is the perfect beverage to share with your friends.
Yeah
it perfect. Really is.
Yeah, perfect summertime.
Because if I drink, and I'm going to be super hammered here in a little bit. But 14% it's on the high side. Some people's like, oh, it's no big deal to me. I can drink 2 or 3, 4 Locos or something. I make a lot of bad decisions after I go past one of these and, a couple tall boys or a couple or 6 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Bad decisions are in my future. So sharing this is perfect.
Yeah. You share this along with that tall boy.
Yes.
Or your beers.
You're right where you want to be.
You're right. You're not going too far. And it's kind of like the other night I had the sour blue Raz 4 Loco. And it's the similar, both are blue.
Yes.
That's more the sour. This is not sour. This is great. And I always say I'm not a huge fan of the sour flavors of any malt beverage out there. I think we don't need to focus on sour this, sour that when it comes to a drink.
Yeah.
Just get me something like this that's just a refreshing, pleasant tasting drink.
Some of those you don't even have to put the word sour in the description on the label, just because none of it is like the Lemonhead sour.
No, it's not. You're not getting the like puckering your lips that it's so sour. It just has that like tinge of it, and it's like you could have just done it without just do a straight blue Raz.
Yep.
Just do a blue raspberry, something like that. Which I assume in theory, this is kind of what it's going for, like a blue raspberry lemonade, but it's not overpowering with the blue, which is the good thing. Because sometimes some of that blue raspberry can be a little too strong on the flavor of it. But with the blue lemonade, it's I can taste the lemonade. But you get that little...
That's one of my favorite things about the Juice brand and their drinks is their drinks are layered. So you have the instant taste, you have your palate, and then you have your aftertaste. And you get that lemon at the end, that lemonade on just like the Beetlejuice, by far my favorite. It has so many layers. It's so complex. It's such a good drink. I should have been stingy and kept it, but I gave it to another friend of mine. I was so excited for it.
You're being a good friend and sharing.
I was, and what they say, no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, I want it
back. you just need a refill. That's it. Just throwing it out there. Hey, just put it out. You know where to find us.
Adrian.
You know where to find us.
Yeah, Adrian does all their social media posts, all the promoting, everything you see, he does it, and he does a fantastic job. I'm just amazed at his posts on Instagram and Twitter or X or whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's what makes it a little, so upsetting that it's not more readily available.
Yes, I know it. I know it's discouraging. Yes.
And I know they every once in a while they'll say, okay, they did a deal with Walmart or 7-Eleven, but it's still only in certain markets. It's not, you're not going into your Walmart and you're not seeing juice over there. It might be okay in certain states. It might be over there.
I used to have Four Loko in my Walmart. I don't anymore. So I was like, when I seen them start to post and saying that we're going to be in Walmart now, I'm like, maybe that's why they pulled Four Loko and to make room for this. And I go,
going down, scanning the aisle.
No, there's Seagram's in there right now.
Yeah, Seagram's and got all that stuff in the
and three rows of Tall Boy Miller Lite gold cans.
Okay, well that's nice to look at.
That's where I found my first can was there, but now they got 3 rows.
I was gonna say now they're all over the place. It was fun at first with the Miller Lite, the gold can, like the search for it, but then they just went all out and just said, okay, we're doing all gold cans. But it was fun in the very beginning when people started posting, I found this gold can. So it was like the old, the Willy Wonka, finding the golden ticket. You did the post with it over there, and it was fun. And I remember going out and searching that. Finally, I found one. I'm like, oh god, I finally found the gold can. They were like, now you go to the store. Now every can's a gold can now.
Yeah.
But soon enough, they'll be back. They'll be back to normal soon enough. The 50th anniversary will be over the end of this year. So,
what gets us excited, Bob?
It is these little variants that show up every now and then. It's like oh wow, they changed the logo. They moved it from here to here, or a gold can, or something like that. That's all it takes. We're very easy to please.
Over 40. This is what we do now.
This is it. This is what we have.
This is what we do now.
That's what we do.
Yeah, it's funny because my wife is like, well, this is what we do now.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they changed the can or something, like when they when Hams went back to the throwback cans, or like I had the throwback pack, the 6-pack that I did with the chugs, and you go into the store and you see this thing, you're like, oh wow, this is cool. And you show that to some other people, they're like, what is wrong with you? Yeah. Why are you so excited about this?
Yeah, this year is Mrs. Roadhouse is 5-0.
Ooh, okay.
So November is her. Golly. Going between the beer and this.
I was gonna say it has just that little bit of tartness to it, but it's not too much. It's not at that sour level, which is a little too much. It's just that right amount.
It's you wouldn't hear me say this. It's actually pleasant. Pleasant. That's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
And I can already feel it kicking in. It's doing its thing. I'll be Joe Biden here in about 15 minutes.
Start the countdown clock now.
Going between Bud Ice. This is my second Bud Ice tall and a couple of Keystones. So I'm well primed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the perfect, like we said, that's why you wanted to save this one.
I did
for summertime, because it is a great, outside sipping, patio deck, chilling out by the pool something like this, even if it is just you sipping on the can of it. Definitely a favorite to sit back, relax, and enjoy with out there, because it is refreshing, and it'll get you that buzz, but without that taste, that malt beverage, that fake taste to it there. And like I said, how these are usually always a lot cleaner tasting for it, so that's why it's a good one to have.
I didn't think I'd miss not having a pool this year, but right now I miss it.
You going out there right now?
Yeah. There's been days I was like, golly, I wish I could just walk out there and get in the pool.
Next year.
Something for next year.
Yeah. Well, especially with the weather we've had with the heat this year.
Right.
I mean, it's been cooler now over the past week or so, but pretty much all of July was just like heat.
This week has been very nice. Now today got back up in the 90s here. I think I hit 93. But last week, the end of last week and the beginning of this week, we were in the mid 80s. Which was refreshing and a nice break from Satan's breath.
Yeah. When you go in with 2 minutes, you're sweating and just like, okay, I'm going back inside, going outside to do any sort of yard work.
Yep.
You're just dripping in sweat right away.
I'd run out there so fast and turn on the faucet, and I had a sprinkler set up on the garden. And I would run out there and turn it on and come right back in and just watch it sprinkle from inside. It was that dumb hot.
Yeah, but that's the summertime, man. I mean, we look forward to it all year.
Yep.
And then it gets here, people complain it's too hot, and then next thing you know, it's going to be December, January. It's going to be freezing. Everybody's going to complain about that next. So you can't win.
If I go out there in the morning and I start doing stuff like on my property, homestead, wherever if I'm there all day long and not come inside, I'm fine. But if I come inside and get cooled off, I will not go back out. So, and same with the wintertime. I'm either going to get out there and do it, or I'm just not going to.
Right. Either I'm outside or I'm inside.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not bouncing back and forth. Yeah, I know that too. You're doing stuff outside, you go inside for a few minutes and you're in the air conditioning and you're like, oh, this is nice. And then, okay, let me go back outside now. Then that heat hits you right away and you're like, damn it. It's like, I know. I think it was August 1st. I think was the day. I went outside in the morning first thing, and it was I think like upper 50s. And I went outside. I had like that fall like chill.
Yes.
Out there, it's like, is it August 1st or is it like October 1st out here? It really had that fall feel.
Yeah.
To it, and you don't want to rush it, but. It's interesting. It's just weird.
It's nice that I wake up between 4:30 and 5 every morning, regardless. I let my dogs out. I sit on the porch, have some coffee, smoke, whatever. If it's hot, I deal with it for a minute, come back in. But those days you were talking about, 3 or 4 cups of coffee. And just sitting out there and smoke probably half a pack of cigarettes. And it was like, oh, I need to get moving. It was just that nice. And yeah, I know what you're talking about there. Watching the sun come up. And I'm sure the groups I send like my Snapchats to every morning. It's the same image. It's the sun coming up, American flag, every morning.
Here we go. Another day moving along.
Yeah, if you want to get on my Snapchat, follow me. Same name.
Man, that is good. That's a good juice.
It is. Going between these two is just satisfying.
I throw it a little real American beer.
Yeah.
In the between there.
Lucky you.
That is good. That's a good flavor there to go between the two there. Yeah. Man. So they so I said I had these two koozies. And this one, two tall boy koozies here. Have their like real American.
Have you drank a tall boy of real American beer?
I did it that night that Hulk passed that night.
What did you think of it compared to the 12-ounce cans?
I thought it was great. I went through this quick.
Okay. Because sometimes the tall boys have a little bit different taste and flavor.
Yeah. I mean, from what I could gather from it, I thought it was very similar to the taste. Yeah, I know what you're kind of saying. I
understand the circumstances when you drank it. You probably weren't focusing on that. It's it's a big deal. The Hulkster passed. That's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, because it was interesting. Because I said,
that's a fair question to ask.
Yeah. So like I said, when I picked this up, it was like you had to get the tall boy.
Yes, absolutely.
When I was at the store,
no question.
And as I said, I mean, I said this story briefly during the 40-ounce bash, but I didn't get too deep into it because we had a lot of people waiting to join in. And I said I found the store that had the real American beer. I put in the beer finder, and I went over there, and it's like 10 in the morning on a Tuesday. And there was already some interesting characters in the parking lot of this store.
Yeah.
Already. So, and I go in, I go to the back cooler, and the first thing I saw in the one shelf was the tall boys. I'm like, okay, good. The beer finder was right. It's here. Nice. And then I turned around, and then in the other cooler behind me is the 12 packs. So I'm like, all right, good. We're good to go. There was, I think, 3 of them in there. We're all set. So then I took out my phone, and then I took a picture, and then I did a video of the cooler and everything going around. And so I picked up 2 12 packs and the tall boy. I go up to the register, and the guy behind the counter is like, I told the guy, I said, hey, we don't have this in New Jersey. I'm glad you have it. He said, oh, is that why you were taking a video? So I guess he was watching me on the camera taking a video of it. I'm like, yeah. I said, I have a podcast. I have a YouTube channel, Bum Wine Bob. And this is like I said, the guy's like, what? I said, Bum Wine Bob. I said, you should subscribe to the YouTube channel. And he's like, what? I said, BUMWINE BOB.
You spelled it out.
I spelled it out for him there. I think he still didn't have it. He still had no idea what I was talking about. And I told him, I said, I'm going to post the video on there. I said, I do a podcast. We find these beers, we talk about them, we review them, and I'll put your store in there with it. And I did. I posted the video, a few weeks back. It's on the shorts out there. And I put in the description of the video, I put the store that I got it in. So if that guy is watching it or anything, thank you. Thank you for it. But yeah, so I picked that up and I brought it home. And that weekend, my parents were here, and I showed my dad, and I said, hey, I got the Hulk Hogan beer. He's like, the what? And and I brought it out, and then we had one, and he's like, that's not a bad beer. And this was before it was in New Jersey. So I told him, and I said, okay, well, when it comes over here, give it a shot and try it. And I told him that I got, a tall can too. And he's like, oh, you have to, save that one. Like save the can once you're done with it, which I do for most things that are special as it is. So that's why when the news came out that day, I had to go out there and crack it open and use it on. I think it was fitting to crack open the tall boy.
Yes.
That day.
Good. I just, when we talked about what we were going to cover today, I actually put it out of my mind, Hogan. And it's not, I don't know if it'll ever be easy.
Yeah, it's tough, and that's why I thought we had to bring it up and talk about it, just for over the years of what we've talked about over here. And with the while we don't talk wrestling every week, or we're not a wrestling podcast by any means here, it's always in the background. It's always a backbone of everything. And after after the search that we went on for the Ring American beers, for you to go out and find them and pick up, a couple 12-packs at the time, and then send some to me so we could finally try them out, and then me going out searching, finding more of them, and then coming out here, and then them sending over, the goodies for it, which I appreciate and love for that. We figured we had to do a little mini tribute here for the Hulkster to celebrate.
Well, I don't think we'll ever see any booze come from Jake the Snake.
No, not the rehabilitated. I mean, and good for him too. I mean, for that man.
I'm so happy for Jake the Snake Roberts, and my blessings go to Diamond Dallas Page.
Mm-hmm.
He's helped so many people. DDP to me is an icon as well. He wasn't a mainstream or what am I trying to say here? You're not going to market a wrestling event on DDP as a main eventer. Okay.
Right.
But he is a showstopper, the performer, a purist in the wrestling. And he had his own special moves.
Yeah,
you can almost write the script on how his.
I was going to say him when in the late '90s when he was hot in that diamond cutter.
Yes,
and that was probably one of the most over moves in the business.
Yes,
at that time, it would be tough to find somebody during that late '90s period between like Austin, Goldberg, Hogan, DDP. I mean, that's like the people that were like the big time stars. And like you said, DDP never got that A-list mainstream like a Goldberg or an Austin or a Hogan or a Macho Man.
I never was a Goldberg fan.
No?
He's a stiff. You know who I think is the most underrated wrestler from that era is Raven. I seen it in him. He had it. He had it to me. And you know, what was his crew's name?
The Flock. The Flock.
Yeah, that was it. All right, so the Flock were all whack, but Raven was not.
Yeah, well, it was his cronies, you know. So they all had they were all like the dirty, disheveled,
kind of like
people out there.
Rhea Ripley's got now.
Yeah. So it's during that time period, and even Raven and DDP, I know had some big. They had some big matches there, and DDP with his rehabilitation of these wrestlers and Jake the Snake, bringing it back to that. And if you would have said, 20, 30 years ago that Jake would be out here now, still kicking, people would have said, no way.
Yeah.
With his issues and addiction stuff, but he overcame that stuff. And then, they said DDP helped out Scott Hall.
Yes.
With getting him over his stuff.
If no one had seen the resurrection of Jake the Snake, sit down, watch it, get a box of tissues, sit down and watch it.
Yeah, and then the work now DDP's been doing with Lex Luger, getting him back up and moving again.
Yep.
That stuff there. And then I don't know if you saw the I know we talked to which I'm sure will probably do something you see with Buff Bagwell, who lost his leg.
He lost a leg.
And that stuff. So I'm sure you'll probably see something with that too, probably.
Yeah.
Down the line. So it's
just, I want to say that DDP is doing the Lord's work right now.
I mean, he found his calling with
Yes, absolutely. And it's to me it's touching just to watch some of the people he's affected and helped. Not just wrestlers, just everyday Joes like you and I that have reached out to him and he's helped them.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. I love it.
It's all about the positivity. You see that? That's the...
Yes. It's hard for me to just polish off this drink in the glass.
No, but it's good. It's good. Once you,
even though I am a can man.
I was gonna say, even though now that I poured out the rest in here, but the ice is pretty much gone at this point there. But I think with the juice, it does add to it, putting it over the ice. And while Adrian said that, and a lot of videos they put out there, they say pour it over ice. Pour it out over ice and share it with like 5 people. We'll pour it out over ice and share with just us. But hey, you did.
Adrian don't love us no more. He just...
We always say to him, we always say if we were here, together in person, yes, we would take one can and pour it out, between us.
Yeah.
And then we probably open a second can because it wasn't filling enough to get through the one.
Adrian, buddy, keep up the good work.
Yes, definitely I think we both give this a solid ranking here. The Blue Lemonade juice here.
10.
Yeah, the premium malt beverage with natural flavors and certified color. Flavored malt liquor. Enjoy responsibly.
It kills me to hear that.
Well, I'm still on the. Like I said, I haven't been out looking over the past few weeks because I haven't need to go anywhere. But I guess we're still on the hunt now for the new Anheuser-Busch produced Colt 45s in the brown bottles, which will be interesting to see because and we talked about it the last time.
Yeah.
That there's been a lot of controversy of people saying it doesn't taste the same anymore, that it's just like a bud and stuff like that. So I am interested to see what it is like with
I'm not excited about that because it's a 65-mile one-way trip to go where it's possible to get it.
Yeah.
And
to go that far,
why would I want to drive 130 miles round trip to be disappointed.
Yeah, that's the problem for you. Yeah, if you're going out there, like when
Now,
you were
locally,
going
here
out,
close by, I can get a tall boys of Colt 45, and I bought everything they had, and I drank it already, so I'm told them to get more.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm not driving 130 miles round trip for a disappointment.
Yeah, you got to make sure you have something else to do over there.
Yeah. Now for the pod, maybe I will. Maybe I'll put my time-lapse camera on the dash and drive there and back.
We'll post the video of the adventure.
Would be like a 45-second video for
yeah. I mean it's the. I mean, you have to do it to give it a shot. See, because I know there's been a lot of disappointed people with it.
Sure.
I mean, seeing it in the. I mean, we've seen the pictures of it. In the brown, fat, like a King Cobra type bottle.
Yeah.
With a.
It is too. It's not typical 40 style, is it?
Yeah, it's like the King Cobra ones that are like the fatter ones. It's not like exactly. Yeah, like the Natty Ice ones. All the Anheuser-Busch ones are all in that same fat bottle.
Not in the traditional 40 ounce.
Right. Yeah, not like the slim like it was in these.
Yeah.
In that.
But
it's in there because I have the other ones here with like I had the Hurricane.
This is a 40 ounce to me. This is a beer to me.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
I'm a traditionalist, if people don't know.
Yeah, but with it being in the brown glass and not the clear glass, because everybody knows that the Colt 45 in the clear bottle, like in Old English, just with that here, as I have here, I have the Colt 45 here. See that's clear right there.
Oh my gosh, that's the second way it can come up.
Yeah. See, not be confused with the Old English prison shank over here. But the Colt 45 in the clear bottom, and that's how it's been forever.
Yep.
It's not like it was in a brown bottle. They switched it and went back and forth. It's been like that since day one. I think every variation of Colt 45 that's not in a can has been in a clear bottle since
my wish is they bring back the double deuce.
Yeah.
I love the double deuce.
I mean, I think they're still out there. It's just rare. Well, I don't know now. I know they were as of, before this whole
guys,
switch
if you're
over.
finding double deuces, tag us.
Yeah. Let us know. Yeah, let us know where you found it. I know they had it as of a few years ago. I don't know now with this whole switch if they're still going to be producing that or not. I get the feeling probably not.
Yeah.
I think you're probably going to be ending up with just the 40 ounce and then the tall boys.
Yep.
And I would think maybe the 16 ounce. I don't even know if you're going to get because you had the 12 ounce bottles at one point too, right?
And I need to get back to Louisville so I can find those again.
Yeah, but are they still going to make them? I guess that's the question too. Are they still going to make, or are those going to be?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. Is what are they still producing, or is it just going to be like in a 12 ounce, a regular brown, like Budweiser bottle, just with a Colt 45?
You can't take his shit for granted no more.
Yeah, I mean, even like I miss like you're sipping on you have the Bud Ice over there.
Yep.
And Bud Ice used to be in the 12 ounce, the clear bottles, and they had like the fake like ice kind of on them. I don't know if you remember that. It was it was just like,
yes.
I don't know how to explain it, but it had little ice like sculptures
etching in the glass. Yeah. Yes, I remember those.
Yeah, and I loved that. And as you said, the difference between a 12 ounce and a 24 ounce or a 25 ounce, there is a difference.
Yes.
In the taste of like that clear 12 ounce bottle, the clear one with the little shaved ice things on it, compared to what you'd get now in just a standard basic brown 12 ounce.
And back then, when they were doing that etching on the glass, we had the Vortex bottles for Miller.
Yes, yes.
Oh man. Woo. Nostalgia right there.
Yeah. And then there was that brief run of the punch. Do you remember the punch top Miller Lite cans?
Yes, they had the extra little tab on the
Where
side.
you take your keys and you pop the top in there for the extra flow. I guess to coincide with the Vortex bottles, the cans had the little hole in it.
Yeah.
They punched the
It
top.
started the whole phenomenon of cracking it and getting a bottle opener and piercing the can.
Yeah. You just take your keys, you just pop the top of it there.
Yes.
And it's supposed to help with the airflow with it.
I mean, when you want to throw down some beer, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you take any little bit helps.
Handicapping in the beer drinking world.
Hey, you want to chug those beers, you got to do what
I do. I love to chug beers. God bless. Ooh.
Yeah,
You're bringing back some memories tonight, Bob.
Hey, that's what we do here, man.
We grew up in a good time.
That's what we're here for. We're here to do that. And I remember like a lot of those Miller Lite punch top cans in parking lots of, tailgating.
Yep.
Concerts.
I mean, yeah, you can shut a beer and poke a hole in the bottom and crack it and drink it. But there were so many gimmicks out there at that time for drinking.
Yeah. Like you say, a lot of people do bring up those Vortex bottles of Miller Lite, and it's like, did it really matter? I mean,
yes,
it's like the little ridges in the bottle. Does that really help? Does that really matter?
I mean, when they went from the small mouth, all right, so check this out.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Keystone.
Yeah.
But they weren't this big.
No.
All right, you cracked just like if you had a Coke or
it was like it was a little bit smaller.
Yeah. And it helped if you drink like we do. No, everything I have around me has the big crack open mouth.
I think the majority of them now are all the wide mouth.
All right.
Hands, but I know what you're saying. There was like the big push at one point that it was we're going from these smaller openings, we're going wide mouth cans.
Yeah.
Now, and you're going to get a better flow. If you want to chug these beers quicker, you're going to get a better flow with the wide mouth can.
Oh, over the head. Bob, here's the Hulk Hogan. Here's to our childhood. Hopefully we're done for the year.
Yeah.
I can't take any more for the year.
Yeah, no more. No more. We want good news. We want good news around here. We want happy things here. Like we said, we always try to promote positivity here and judgment-free zones and everything. We try to be
25 years ago, our dilemma was going to weddings, baby showers. And now it is, at our age, it is funerals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to say.
We want positivity here.
We need a little break. We need
exactly.
a break.
Yeah.
I need a break. That's all I gotta say.
That juice. Getting to that bottom there is getting flowed through there.
Adrian, the whole juice line. Thank you for everything. This is everything I expected.
Ooh, there we go.
From Roadhouse.
No, definitely. I mean, as we said, from what we've covered here and what we've gone through in the past, overall, haven't really had any complaints with it there.
Yeah.
See, welcome to the jungle, the Jungle Juice.
Jungle Juice is fantastic. If you see it, get it.
And hopefully we can get it. Hopefully it gets out to more people out there. That's the whole thing, to just spread the word, and call up, go to your local store and see if they can call up somebody and say, hey, we want juice here.
And if violence is the key, yeah, do it.
If beat somebody up to do it,
we need this.
I want the damn juice. Come on, get me the juice over here. All right, the juice is loose. All right, come on, get it over here.
Loose, bring it.
Yeah, bring it on there. You see, so hey.
All right.
Ooh, there we go. Finished off that.
I did too.
A little bit there of the juice.
Empty.
See, the juice there. Got the juice. So, juice, a little tribute to that man right there, the Hulkster, the real American beer. I heard it's been flying off the shelves out there. I mean, which I can understand why over the past few weeks, but hopefully we did our part here this week in our own way to pay tribute to the Hulkster and the legacy of Hulkamania here, throwing in the real American beer, some Keystone Light, some Bud Ice, some JOOSE Blue Lemonade. You never know what you're going to get here on the podcast. And if there's something you want to see us cover here on the podcast, let us know. Leave a comment down below, challenges, whatever you want. You want to see some more cereal being eaten with beer? I mean, as we said, we're over the 8,000 subscriber mark.
Insane.
Now,
blows my mind.
What are we going to do at 10K? I guess 10K will be the next big celebration here. So if there's something you want to see for us crossing over the 10,000 subscriber threshold, whenever that may be, it could be weeks from now, could be months from now, you never know, but I think that'll be the next big extravaganza we have, will be for crossing over to 10,000 subscribers.
Maybe we'll make ramen noodles with 45.
Yeah. Hey, if we get those new 40s, we'll do a ramen.
There you go.
So I guess we're putting the Colt 45 in the pot on the stove and cook it a minute, and then we'll bring it here and we'll eat it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's out there. If you want to see it, let us know. If you come out with something better than that, let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna do ramen noodles and Colt 45. Yeah, I mean that might not be bad. We're putting in the noodles and then the seasoning in there.
I think it'd be fantastic.
I think that'd be pretty good. I kind of want to try that now. I don't know if that's. I might just be hungry now when we get to this.
I'm probably going to go see if we have ramens in there.
I was going to say, when it gets to this point in the podcast, after a couple drinks and tall boys and beers, you get hungry. So out there. So do us a solid. Help spread the word. Tell your friends to subscribe to the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel for the best of the worst in cheap booze right here. The bottom shelf. Bumwine's beers, 40s malt liquor, all the stuff you grew up on. We cover here each and every week on the podcast. Check out the website at bumwinebob.com. That's Roadhouse. Roadhouse, anything else you want to say before we sign off here today?
Thank you, Hulk Hogan. I love you.
See, thank you, Hulkster. If you haven't tried it yet, go try some real American beer. Non-offensive light beer. Gets the job done. You can pound down, 4.2% an all-day drinking beer. You can pound down these guys and not hate yourself the next day. Just don't throw in any Steel Reserve 40s, and you'll be okay. So on that note, I am Bumwine Bob. That's Roadhouse. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Motherfuckers!